Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Sunday edition of the David Meade Show. I was supposed to start at 6:45, but I apologize for the inconvenience of that time, and 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 I want to talk about the crimes that statistics of the crimes that I got pulled up here on my phone. And in 2020, hate crime was statistics of Massachusetts. The dates in a graphic below was complied from the FBI Uniform Crime Report by the UCR program, in addition to the data below by the PTF version of the in graphic provides by the definition of a hate crime and information on how to report a hate crime. Download the PDF version here. Massachusetts hate crime incidents. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So Massachusetts hate crime. Let me see this here. Crimes against a person is 58.1%. It shows the blue. It shows the blue. Crimes against property, 41.0%. Crimes against society shows the graphic 0.9%. Now down here, race. It shows the graphic of religion, 21.4%. And it shows the yellow one there, 8.2%. Crimes against a person, crimes against property, crimes against society. Crimes against a person, 204. Crimes against property, 144. Crimes against society, 3. Religion, sexual orientation, disability, gender identified, 188, 69, 51, disability, 51, gender 2, gender identity, 11. Wow. This is big in Massachusetts here. Fast factor on Massachusetts and hate crime incidents, right here. This is it. Right here. So, all right, that's it. That's the. I'm just trying to show. I can't show it, but let me see here. On February 15th, 2003, Massachusetts man was charged with federal hate crime. On December 15th, 2022, Texas man indicted for threatening a doctor affiliated with the national man was charged. Let me see here. On August 17th, 2022, statement from the U.S. Attorney General, District of Massachusetts, regarding alleged threat made to Boston Children's Hospital. In August of 3rd, 2022, U.S. Attorney for the District of Massachusetts ended in a hate and now hotline reporting act hate. Wow, so just look at this. So this is all the, what do you call it? It's right here. I can't even, I'm gonna post this stuff online. California, Massachusetts, example. Well, the DOJ's office, FBI field in Boston, 21 Maple Street, Charles, Mass. Yeah, I mean you can get all the, well, actually you can get all the statistics on the hate crime anyways. So, but I don't want to get into that right now. The only thing I want to get into is I want to talk about Fall River right now. Let's see here. Family owned pig farm in Westboro embraces sustainable park production. Oh, great. Oh, and I just want to give you the weather before I get into anything else. Fall River 39 cloudy, highs 45, lows 31. Cloudy conditions will continue for the rest of the day. Winds gust up around up to 13 miles an hour. Today 31:45, Monday 33:46, Tuesday 34:43, Wednesday 32:41. It's going to be windy. Thursday 29:51, Friday 33:52, Saturday 38:52, Sunday 30:42, Monday 26:45, Tuesday 29:48, 38. Good air quality index is 38, which is similar from yesterday about this time. So, now we can get into the whatever you want to talk about today. And 41-year-old Dartmouth man was arrested after police seized firearms and steroids and narcotics. Wow. Dartmouth police seized a 20 caliber rifle, ammunition, fentanyl, magic mushroom, magic steroids, and cash. Ooh, let me see what this is. Wow. This is actually something. On Sunday today, as a matter of fact, today. I'm glad I get to to come on and watch this. You know what I'm saying, and report this kind of incident. On Sunday, March 12th, 2013, approximately 6 o'clock. Wow. A.M. today, members of the Dartmouth Police Department investigated several divisions with an assistant from the Southeastern Massachusetts Law Enforcement Council SWAT team. Executed a search warrant at Fenton Street in Dartmouth, Mass. During the course of that search was detective located at a 9mm semi-automatic ghost gun, which is unserialized and let me see this. A semi-automatic ghost gun, which is an unserialized and untrackable firearm brought online. A .22 caliber revolver, miscellaneous ammunition of 1.50 bags of suspected fentanyl, the total weight of 21 grams, 47 grams of the suspect is psilocybins, whatever that was, commonly referred to as mushrooms. 25 ounce of suspected marijuana, 20 vial of suspected steroids, and $5,870 in U.S. currency. Oh, great. As a result of the subsequent finding, an assistant with the search, Dartmouth police arrested Derek Payne of 41 Fenton Street in Dartmouth and charged him with 2 counts of felony, possession of a firearm, possession of ammunition without a firearms identification card, trafficking fentanyl, possession of a Class C drug possession, a Class D drug possession of a Class E drug. This investigation, detectives from the Dartmouth Police Department, where Derek Souza, S-O-U-S-A, and Matthew Carrere, according to Dartmouth Chief of Police Brian P. Local, has the results of their hard work and dedication. My detectives were not only able to remove these dangerous individuals from the community, but also plausibly save the lives of countless other by removing these deadly drugs and legal possessions, guns from the street. Dartmouth Police Department. Well, they want to thank the Dartmouth Police Department and any SWAT team and whoever was involved in this raid today. Wow. So thank you for your service and thank you for your dedication of removing this individual and arresting him and arresting him. Wow, that is incredible. Right in Dartmouth too, right in Dartmouth, Massachusetts, and there's the guy right there. Wow. Oh man, he's possessions of a gun, fentanyl, and all kinds of stuff. Well, there he is. Take a good look at this dude. You know what I'm saying? This is the guy right here. He's 41 years old. Dartmouth, after police seized firearm and narcotics. Wow, Jesus. Oh Lord. Wow. Well, I mean, that's what happens when see it when you seize all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's quite a bit of money there. You know what I'm saying? And possible rootless Tennessee DA testing results of 2 babies may have been switched at birth. Wow, huh? Tennessee DNA testing is revealed of 2 babies may have been switched at birth. Wow, who would do something like that? You know, I mean that's a crazy thing. That's going on. Who would actually do something like that? So I mean, it is. I mean, it could happen. People could just walk in in the hospital and switch babies. Bristol County homeowner sets to get a new metal roofing. Wow, awesome. That's great. I mean, that's pretty great. I like that. let's see here. What else can we talk about here? Clemson's basketball out of NCAA and tournament after record breaking sessions. Wow, jeez. Watch your own Walton channel. Bob Rose in a point thriller. Wow, great. You know. But hey, did anybody ever hear of the Three Stooges? I mean, the Three Stooges are great. I mean, I talk about the Three Stooges all the time because and I mean, because they were funny back then. You know what I'm saying? And oh yes, U.S. agencies debunked Florida Surgeon General. Oh boy. Let's see here. What can we talk about? And here in the city of Fall River. Let's see here. What can we talk about? Los Angeles police ID'd a gunman in a shooting of 3 officers. Wow. Jeez, in Los Angeles too. Everywhere. What is going on in this world? Wow, Los Angeles police officers on Thursday identified the suspect who allegedly shot and wounded 3 officers as a 32-year-old wanted parole who was found dead hours after the standoff. That is pretty impressive. He had previously been convicted of possession of ammunition by a former felon and possession of a firearm by a felon. Separated case, but correction agency said it was not immediately clear why the LAPD officers were looking for a Magnum on Wednesday. In addition, details were not released. Oh, LAPD singularly appreciates the enormous outpouring of care and concerns from the community by electing leaders and our public safety partners in the department said Thursday on Twitter. We will provide further information on the appreciating times as this still is ongoing investigation. On Wednesday, LAPD officers were looking for a parole at large, later identified as Magnan, around 4 p.m. But when they found him, he was barricaded in a shed and refused to obey the command to surrender to the department said attempt to de-escalate by situations were unsuccessful, police said. Canine officers were called in to help, and the officers used what police described as a gas commercial agent, and the other officer to force Megan surrendered. Unfortunately, the suspect responded to that commercial again by opening fire on officers and hitting 3 of them, and Los Angeles police staged spells by saying during the news conference on Wednesday. See, we kind of like really miss this kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying, because the news doesn't even actually tell you all about it. But again, I just want to remind everybody that this is the David Meade Show. This is the David Meade Show. America First, Republican, conservative. So I just want to remind you that situation. So I just want to remind you. That this is what this is. and have my and plus before I go any further, I'd like to say a pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. So everybody, please beware with me a little bit, and I'm going to I'm going to say the pledge of allegiance of the flag. So I pledge allegiance of the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So what do I mean by justice? Okay, for all. So it's justice for everybody. Okay, not just for one person. It's for everybody. So I mean anybody that commits crimes, commits a crime. That's what that means, really. So basically, and so that's what that means. But again, we talk about this all the time too, as well. These things that happen here in Massachusetts a lot. I mean, our crime rate in our city is like very high. Okay, it's very high between the shootings, and the violence that's happening here in the city of Fall River. And I want to remind you, it has nothing to do with the Second Amendment. So I want to remind you. I want to remind everybody with that. So, but the thing is, with people, okay, some people. I mean, they still haven't even even caught these guys that kicked that and now I just learned that that this person was a handicap. He was in a wheelchair. I learned that today, that this person was handicapped in a wheelchair. Imagine that, huh? Imagine that. Two guys, okay, kicked, a disabled. I just learned that this guy was in a wheelchair, and they kicked this guy, to the ground, and I mean, who does that? I mean, who does that? Beat up on, on a disabled. Who does that? You know, I mean, it's not a that uh, you know so it's not that you know I mean, who goes and does that? You know what I'm saying? Beats up on it, beats up on a disabled. I mean, we have a total. The crime rates are here are very high between Fall River and New Bedford. Okay, Fall River and New Bedford. The crime rates are very high here. And again, we talk about the mayor of the city of Fall River, Mayor Paul Coogan, that doesn't care too much about our city, okay, and doesn't care about too much of the people that are here. And I mean, I can see, when Will Flanagan was mayor of the city of Fall River, he cared a lot about our community. I mean, he was more out in the community than ever. You know what I'm saying? And I know that for a fact because I know that for a fact because I was always out in the community with Flanagan a lot. You know what I'm saying? So what will and being out in the community is great. You know what I'm saying? Because we used to do a lot of cleanups. We used to take the brooms to the streets and everything. Clean up all the what do you call it? All the graffiti, all the what do you call it, trash that was on the city. I mean, we always used to do that all the time, and I don't know what happened to that. Okay, uh, so I don't know basically what happened to that. So and I'm gonna so I don't know what happened to that because Flanagan, and he owns the Cosmopolitan, down on Hotwell Street. You know what I'm saying? So he owns that, and and he owns that, and I heard that they're doing very well over there with the Cosmopolitan, the marijuana place over there. So I mean, hey, if anybody's interested, you know what I'm saying, go give Will Flanagan some business over there at Cosmopolitan, at the marijuana place over there. So this is free press to him, because Mr. Flanagan used to be my boss down Stop and Shop at one point, and we had some great times over there at the store 71. So, but the thing is, what Flanagan, when he was mayor, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he used to be out there with us all the time, and now, uh, you know, and now now nobody's out there with brooms and and helping clean it up. And now, I mean, it's our public safety, and our public safety too. You know what I'm saying? And what happened to our public safety? You know what I'm saying? Now Mayor Paul Coogan does not want a public safety, anymore. Because and the city councils all the time always used to talk about the public safety, the and public safety. I remember one time I used to go to the city councils all the time. They used to have subcommittees on public safety. Every time they used to have it, and now they don't have subcommittees anymore on public safety because Mayor Paul Coogan shut that down. And we want our public safety back. You know what I'm saying? And so that way the people in Massachusetts, our residents, could be safe whether they go to the store or whether they don't go to the whether they go to they want to be safe when they go to the store, like maybe to a market or something. They want to be able to get in their cars to go to a market and go get groceries and come back. You know what I'm saying? That's it. We have to start up have these people go to meetings. You know what I'm saying? Like meetings and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So there is meetings around. You know what I'm saying? Go to Carlos Caesar and and talk to Carlos Caesar about it, because there is meetings around everywhere. Matter of fact, State Representative Alan Sylvia has a meeting and stuff, and over at the church on South Main Street. And I wonder, and come to find out, somebody stole a statue over there at one point, and I wonder who actually stole that statue too. I never got to actually look into that yet. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, don't get me wrong, Fall River is a great place to live. You know what I'm saying? But when we try to fix it up, when we try to put new things here, people actually ruin it. You know what I'm saying? They destroy it. They go out of their way to put graffiti all over the place. No, you know what I'm saying? Look at it. You know what I'm saying? Fall River's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it, you know what I'm saying? It's some of the people that make it look bad. You know what I'm saying? And so far I know that when Flanagan was mayor, he's never made Fall River look bad. Okay, and now look at it. You know what I'm saying? Now we went from Jazel Correa to Paul Coogan. Okay, Paul Coogan promised us that he would help us do something to make Fall River better. But no, he's not. Okay, he is not doing anything to make Fall River better. Matter of fact, he's making Fall River worse than better. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, look at. I mean, we have. We have. I mean, we got people going around kicking disabled people off the wheelchair down on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and robbing their money. We have a homeless crisis going on. We have crisis going on, and then again, yeah, too. And then again, he's not just. He says that it's too much money to keep distributing knock cans. Okay, I mean, so in other words, you're gonna stop giving knock can, okay, to the people that really need it in the city of Fall River, like the ones that overdosing, and we got a lot of overdose here in the city of Fall River, and he really don't want to do anything more about anything no more, and and I voted for him, and you know something, I mean, he was just the only person running against Jaisal at the time, and we had no choice, to vote for him. But now we do have a choice. We're gonna have plenty of choices coming up in this coming year, and we really want to vote Mayor Paul Coogan out, and I can name some candidates that are running for mayor of the city of Fall River. You got Mayor Sam Sutter, and you got Jordan Sylvia running for mayor, but former Mayor DA Sam Sutter is for affordable housing. Affordable housing, and this is what we want. This is what we want. You know what I'm saying? We want affordable housing here for the people that can afford to have housing. And this is what we want. You know what I'm saying? We don't want no more crime going on here in the city of Fall River no more. We want people to be safe. People, is tired. And I can hear people talk about it all the time. Hey, we can't even go on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Or we can't even go to we got wait out on the bus without being attacked. You know what I'm saying? By people out there. You know what I'm saying? By these people out there. You know what I'm saying? Even the elderly sometimes always actually is the ones that is always complain, and they're the biggest voters around. And them are the ones that complain about this stuff, believe it or not, okay? And they're the biggest voters, okay? Them are the ones that make the changes, the elderly, okay? All right? So, them are the ones that make the change, okay? Not the young people, okay? Them are the ones that make this change, is the elderly, okay? And they're the biggest donors around. But again, and talking about donors, we still have those people at large still, and actually, not knowing about it, I actually ran into them next to Burger King. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying. So I actually ran into them next to Burger King, but if you see any white people, the ones with the white shirt, please do not donate to them. Because they're scammers. I just found that out just the other week. That them are the ones too. But they disguise themselves so that way they can be looking legit where they're not legit. So if you see anybody next to Burger King, collecting donations, please do not. I urge you not to give them any money because I know when I was standing there. And I was just thinking, and he says, wow, that lady just gave a donation, which is they shouldn't even be giving donations and stuff. So, but I also found out that you need a special permit to have donations giving out in the street. So if you see these guys, do not give any money. Ask them, say, do you got a permit doing this? Okay. I found out that you do need a permit for that. You know, you need to go to the city hall and get a permit if you want to collect donations. Uh, so um, so if you want to collect donations, you need to have a permit, and you need to have your picture. You need to have your permit and the picture ID saying it's what organization that you're giving. So I'm putting everybody on alert for these guys. Please do not give money to any of these people because even the ones in a white shirt next to Burger King, they hang out there during the weekend. So I just learned that just last week. So this is why I am on today, actually telling you about it. So don't give it, and and if you do try to give it, you ask them, say, hey, where you ask them, say, hey, look, do you have a permit and ID saying that where these donations are going to? Because I mean, it's ridiculous now, and we have to put an end to this, and hopefully that somebody would call the attorney general's office and report these people because these people doing this is a crime. When you donate money, you're supposed to give. You're supposed when you give, you're supposed to know where the donation is supposed to go and what organization that they're actually volunteering for or work for. So I mean, because it's not right. I know that you're supposed to have a license. You're supposed to have a license to collect donations on the street, and even selling, even a peddler's license. Even if you're going to sell something like maybe water or something on the street or something, you need a peddler's license to do so. I mean, to prove that you are legit and everything. That that you're going to use this money to feed your family and everything else with, and not buy anything else. So I mean, I'm putting everybody, on the alert. If you see these guys by Burger King, please do not give them any money, because I know I ran into them, and it's not good. So I've learned a lot about these guys, and so please do not give them any money at all because they are scammers. They're all over the place. Matter of fact, I have a video of one, but I will not play the video. But I can show you the video. I can show it to you. I will not play it, but I will actually show you the video. And that these people are that are going around collecting money. I will actually show it to you, and hopefully that we can get a glimpse of these people. So okay, that was my Facebook page, and I didn't want that. So, yeah. So and these people are do nothing to stop. You know what I'm saying? So this is it right here. You'll see the picture in a few minutes of the person when he walks up to the car. So this is it right here. Watch this. There she comes, right here. There it is, right there. So there it is. So that's the person. Watch this. I'm going to show you the video up close so that way you can see it. The other one's across the street over there. So I just wanted to actually play this video. They're scammers, and they're doing this on this little boy's time. You know what I'm saying? So that's it right there for them. Yeah, so you can see that very clear. But see, they change. What they do is they're changing their identity. So they're changing their identity, and they need we. It's if you see them, call the police, or I mean, I could give you the I can look up the attorney general's number, and you guys can call them, and and say and report these people, because these people they do nothing. If they can make up these things and go around and start scamming people like this, they can actually these people, if they can make up something like this, I'm sure enough they can get a job too. So with that being said, I'm putting everybody on alert. If you see these guys in a white shirt at Burger King, do not give them any money. If you see them around and green safety vests, do not give them any money at all. I'm putting everybody, letting everybody know this, because they're all over the place around Somerset. They were in New Bedford a few weeks ago. They were in Somerset a week and a half ago before. They were in Dartmouth on the corner doing the same thing. So please do not give these people any money whatsoever, because they're scammers, and they're scamming away, and they're keeping the money for themselves. So please do not give anybody money. Give anybody if you're gonna donate money to the cancer research, look it up. You know what I'm saying? Look it up, because look it up. It's wrong. You know what I'm saying? To be collecting money on people's dimes. Student 11 reads school board paragraph book for the library. Wow. Oh boy, nice. Good kid, huh? You see what else is going on here in the world. So, but just don't, give anybody money anymore. I'm alerting everybody, I'm alerting everybody. And, and I just want people to know that, it is wrong to scam a little boy now that is 11, and he's clear from cancer. And the ones in a white shirt, the ones that hang up by the Burger King on the weekends over there, right? They have all kinds of pictures up there. So and I just learned that from I learned that from a friend of mine yesterday. He showed me the picture. He looked it up, and he said, Dave, he said, these people, their identity, they change their identity around, and so this is what these people do just to collect money and everything. So if you see them with the white shirts on up next to Burger King during the weekends, sometimes they're there on a Sunday, sometimes they're there on Saturdays, because I know I ran into them at some point. So please do not give them any money, because they're scam. They're scamming everybody, and they're just taking money off the taxpayer. So please do not give them any money no more. So and if you before you do, ask them if they have a permit or any ID, or where ask them what organization ask them what organization is this money going for besides what they have on their board, because they're going around scamming people and it's not right. And yeah, and it is. Right now, we're living in a terrible world right now, and people are scamming everybody. You know, I mean, I mean, I so we're gonna look up here again, and we're gonna see what else we can find. Something here to talk about. Let's see here. What's going on here in the world? Uh, let's see what's going on. I like to talk about a lot of things. Let's see what's going on here. Hey, let's see here. Let's see here. What's going on here? It's horrible. You know what I'm saying? Reports exit Hunter Long traded by Miami Dolphins in a deal involving all pro. Hey, let's talking about that. Tom Brady hasn't retired like he said he was, so he is gonna go on, and he is gonna go on. So Tom Brady is not gonna retire anytime soon. Your trivia chief is so proud of you, but Jay doesn't look so proud himself. Paul Heyman waited as a US SUV pulls up and used to hope out. Jay also asked where the tribal chief, and He-Man, just looking at Jay, then huge him. He-Man says the trivia chief is really proud of Jay. Oh, wrestling! Yeah, I love wrestling. Yeah, back in a long time ago, there was a thing about wrestling, and I love wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I used to watch wrestling ever since I was a kid growing up. So, yeah, it's. I mean, I could go back as far as 20, 30 years ago when my dad and I were, when I was a kid, and yeah, my father, used to love sitting down watching wrestling, you know, and wrestling was great back then. With Tony Garea, Rick Martel, and and hmm, and see what else. Yeah, Tony Garea, Rick Martel, Chief Jay Strongbow. Uh, then came up was Andre the Giant, then Macho Man Randy Savage, then quite a bit came up. You know what I'm saying? In the bunch. Later in the time. Well, right now tonight SmackDown, Roman Reigns and Jay, the Uso segment and sets for tonight's on the WWE SmackDown. Yeah, so this one's a new one. So yeah, so this one here is Tony Empire. Well, SmackDown right there. With the Uso. So there's a match going on tonight with them. And oh wait a second here. Let me see here. Let me see here what was going on here. It's loading. Okay, yeah, I did read this about the Dartmouth man was arrested. During the search of detectives. Yeah, I did read all that. Statement rankings by gun death rates and gun death rates of per 1,000 are higher in the U.S. and getting higher here in the last of the state ranking by firearm safety for the lowest death rates and higher death of 2021 is from the Violent Policy Center. Oof. You see this? I want to look at this for a second because there's a lot of, let me see, employee charged with theft, drugs offense. Two officials, back path fully open in April. Bike path, yeah. City locations and 3 million for housing and homelesses. Let me see this. Let me see what the. I want to start from the top here. So because I like to look at the New Bedford uh, meditation program seeks to resolve dispute in Town Square on Sunday, which is today. The Bedford meditation program seeks to resolve dispute by Town Square Sunday. And the housing crisis that has gripped New Bedford has left and many renters facing an increase in monthly rental payments, evictions, and in some cases homeless. There is a however some of hoping for these having ligaments disputes with the landlord property owners. Facing to face meditations programs is free to residents and is available to resolve the all types of disputes, including these involving within housing. The program is funded by grants from the Massachusetts Attorney General's office and is part of the city office and community service. Cheryl Duclos services as a manitator of the community advisor in the New Bedford program and stopped by and Town Square Sunday this weekend to discuss how the program works. Meditator is not difficult to process and process if the party invokes how involuntary approaches to it and have an open in mind and listen to what the other party has to say. She said, "That is true." I mean, yeah. She's open for that. Duclos said there is 5 meditators working in New Bedford office and most of Balagos. This is a free program is available to residents in New Bedford and 23 surrounding communities to hopefully resolve all types of disputes from landlords, tenants, and neighbors against neighbors and disagreements with local businesses. We below maintains before litigations, and Duclos said, what we do is sit and listen as neutral third party and helping the parties to explore options that they may not see themselves. Duclos said, the office is handled by 243 housing cases between July of last year and January. Wow, that's a lot. We do the best we can to hook and folks up with services and manage with landlords, and they will willing to give the tenants time to find a new place. She said, we also have a robust list of up-to-date resources that faces to face and meditation programs is available by calling the City Hall 508 984 2663. If the complaint interview Duclos can be heard here. So, Times Square Sunday is a weekly public affairs program heard every Sunday at 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. on WBZM The program spotlight individual organizations seeking to improve quality of life for people on the South Coast. If you would like an organization featured on Town Square Sunday, please email the host of Jim Phillip. Yeah. Well, I mean, I like to talk about these things because I think these things are, you know, but people do need help. You know what I'm saying? The homeless needs help. Just the other day, well, when I went to when I went to Burger King and got had those sandwiches, that's the time that I saw those individuals standing outside, and collecting money, and collecting money and collecting money, scamming people for money. So that's where I got those sandwiches from. I think it was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday. It wasn't no Sunday. It was Saturday, I believe. In that case, and scammers, and I'm like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? It's like I just learned that these, people giving money, taking money off of everybody. So let me see what else is going on here in New Bedford. New Bedford allocates $3 million from housing and homelessness. New Bedford officials plan to allocate $3 million in American Resources Plan Act funding to tackle the homeless and housing stable in the city. Mayor John Mitchell announced Thursday, according to the release from the mayor's office, the homeless ARP location plans will go before the city council for approval on Thursday at night meetings. The move becomes the city council at large. Shannon Burgo has propped in a motion for the city council to put a question about rent stabilization on the 2023 city election ballot in November. So I hope they do. You know what I'm saying? And and also I hope the Fall River City Councils too do the same. Stabilization bill on the table too for the actual homeless in Fall River. The homeless crisis too in the city of Fall River. So I hope that the city council does the same thing, puts a stabilization bill on the table, for questioning. So for the homeless too in the city of Fall River, because we had basically a homeless crisis, quite some time here in the city. So back in, I could remember the homeless crisis we had back in 2009 or 2015, somewhere around there. I would have to look that up. But now the homeless situation gotten worse here in the city of Fall River. People are sleeping in the actually parks and on cardboard, and we don't need that to happen because it's not safe for people to be sleeping outside during winter times. Even in summer times, I think people should be in their house, and keeping warm, and having affordable housing, and in the in that case, we have to start lowering the rents down to lowering the rents, so people could keep their apartments and not have to pay $2,000, $3,000 a month for rent, because it's ridiculous. And also for the landlords, I think their insurance bill should be cut down to that too. So as well, because rents are way too high. You know what I'm saying? It's way too high, and this is what's causing the the homeless population here in the city of Fall River and surrounding cities like New Bedford too. So, but New Bedford is on track with a stabilized rent, prevent displacement and locations of housing, rental, marketing, and so they're on the path of putting a bill, putting a question for the city council in New Bedford. So they're on that path. So and I'm very happy that New Bedford is on that path. But I also hoping that the Fall River City Council and Mayor's office get on that path too. And I hope the city council puts a bill towards that. Puts a stabilization bill. I know that because we have money from we have money, I think, in the stabilization, so to put towards that towards for the for the homeless people, that the population of the homeless here that we have here in the city of Fall River, that we had for many years and a long time. You know what I'm saying? So we have money in stabilization, and I'm hoping that the Fall River City Council does that. You know what I'm saying? So New Bedford is doing it. I hope Fall River City Council does it. The Fall River City Council Vice President or President, whoever, Joe Camara. I think it was Joe Camara. Joe Camara is the President of the City Council, so I hope he does it. So because New Bedford is doing it, the funding on top of the previous amounts, millions of federal ARPA money from the housing interviews and community development grants, according to the mayor's office. So they're using their grants to put it towards to that. So let's hope that the Fall River City Councils do the same thing. So New Bedford so New Bedford residents have not been pierced for the state and national threat escalating housing costs, and said Mitchell. But these funds will be critical and part of the overall strategy to ease the burdens of the raising housing costs for our residents. So New Bedford will receive a total locations of 31,100 and so 31,000. Let's say about $31,000. So $31 million. New Bedford's going to be receiving from the actual for the homeless, So New Bedford is to locate $3 million for housing and homeless. So they're going to locate them. They're going to get an apartment to go to. So New Bedford officials are planning to locate $300 million in American Resources Plans Act funding to tackle the homeless and housing and stability in the city. Mayor John Mitchell announced on Thursday. So he's going to announce that, and we're going to, and it's all going to be good. So so again, I'm hoping that the Fall River City Council does the same thing, follows New Bedford's league, the City Council's league from New Bedford. So I hope they follow their league too as well, because there it is right here. 70,000, 90,000 development affordable rental housing. So yeah, so the mayor's home, is ARP locations plan to include 90,000 to develop affordable rental housing, 70,000 for shelter beds for the unhoused, 50,000 for rental assistance programs, and almost 60,000 for communities and nonprofit support services and housing development intervention. So these fundings is on top of previous amounts of millions of federal ARPA money for housing intervention and community development grants, according to the mayor's office. So New Bedford is doing it. So I hope Fall River City Council's, and mayor's office follows their their league in New Bedford. So that way we can get some stable. We have stabilization money that would actually help the Fall River, the homeless people here in Fall River, so they can get affordable housing, so they can have a place to live. If I'm hoping I'm hoping and praying that's what happens. The city councils here in Fall River and the mayor's office follows New Bedford city councilors and mayor's office too as well, and and look up some and follow their league, because if they're doing federal for affordable housing over there, there's no saying you can't follow the have affordable housing here and hoping out the homeless over here in the city of Fall River. So I mean, follow their league, you get somewhere, and everybody's got a place to go, everybody's got a place to sleep, everybody's happy, they can buy food, and there's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, that's what we got to do. We got to clean up the homeless problem. Okay, it's been a homeless crisis here in Fall River for quite some time under the under the Career administration, Flanagan administration, and somebody else too, and under Bob Career's administration. There's God bless his soul. There's it started out, what I'm saying, it started out slow, then it got worse throughout the years. So that's what we need. We need to end this homeless crisis. People sleeping outside in woods, sleeping in parks and everything else. People actually that walk around the parks of Fall River and everything else, and the joggers over there, they end up getting scared. You know what I'm saying? It's like people don't want to go out anymore and jog around the park and get their exercise because of the actual homeless and the homeless that's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? So people sleeping in parks, people hanging out at the pavilion over there, and guys hanging out overnight at the pavilion. I remember back then we used to have the park police over there. We don't even have that anymore. So, I mean, we used to have the park police over there to protect the parks, because you want to know why? Because when we had them over there in the parks during carnivals and, at nighttime, I mean, nobody ever hung in the parks because the parks were closed at 9 o'clock. Nobody could enter that park after 9 o'clock. Now people go in there, they enter the park, they go in there, they destroy everything, they graffiti everything. I mean, we got to get something back over there. We got to get the park police back to over there, and so we have to. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, there's nowhere of there's nowhere else how to work around it. We have to get the park police back at the parks and everything else to patrol our parks and everything. So and staff our Fall River Police Department too as well. And that's something that Mayor Paul Coogan hasn't even done yet. Okay, and instead of giving the money to our police department, he gave all his workers raises and everything. You know what I'm saying? So he gave everybody a raise. So I mean, that money was supposed to be for police and police, fire, and everything else. And he actually gave them a raise. So and again, I remember watching the school committee. And the school board says, "Hey, what about us? We want a raise." He denied them a raise. So he denied them a raise, and so I mean, it's time for him to get voted out. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's he can't he can't be doing this. I mean, he talked about Jazel Correa about stealing, about embezzling money from the city, but actually he's doing it himself too. So he's no better. So I mean, he's no better than the Jazel. But at least Jazel, came down to the park, helped us out in the park and everything else and stuff when we had events going on at the park. So I mean, at least Jazel came down and helped out. With I remember, yeah, with Alan Sylvia, State Representative Alan Sylvia of Fall River South End. I think it's the 6th district or the 7th district. But but again, I hope, what I'm saying, and that the Fall River City Councils, that the Fall River City Councils, take a look at their stabilization money and help out the homeless population that we have, and but getting off of that, 27-year-old dad turns himself in after he killing a man who was stalking. So he killed a man. I mean, he turned himself in. Why? Let's see why. I mean, there's always two sides of a story, so let's listen to his story. Okay. A 27-year-old father turns himself in to the police after killing a convicted who's stalking his young daughter. Wow, I couldn't read the rest of it. Living Alex told Minipol finished the man 77 of what almost also according to the court document on March 8th. The father went to the police station, converted in blood. He dropped to his knees and told the cops that he used a shovel when he attacked Scully. Axtell also told officers how the finish Scully with Mo's altar. He then placed his hands on his head as he told the police to handcuff him, adding that he would harm more people if he was not restrained. Wow. That is crazy, man. Well, I mean, you cannot take the law into your own hands. I mean, that's what we got police for. But hey, we got police. You can't go around taking the law in your own hands because, somebody stalking your wife or somebody. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do that. So you can't. You can't go around, taking the law into your own hands because it's not. That's why we got police for. Even though sometimes we like to, but we like to stick up for for our families, and our children, but and our grandchildren. But we have police. That's what we have police for. You know what I'm saying? And so that way, that we can, so that way, they can enforce the law. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we have it. But most people say, we don't trust the police. But but you have to trust the police. You know what I'm saying? You got to trust them. You know what I'm saying? Trust them. And just put some faith in the justice system. Even though the justice system is backwards, put some faith in the justice system and trust them. Because if you don't, then you'll never have any trust in anything. You know what I'm saying? That goes on in the world. But we and again, we cannot be afraid of anything. You know what I'm saying? We have to, stick up for ourselves. We have to stick up for ourselves. We have to, stick up for our families. Our grandkids, our children. You know what I'm saying? We do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's hard to, so but it is. We have to, so we have. That's what we have to do. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we have to. Yeah, and yeah, we have. We got to. So we have to. We got to stick up for our families. You know what I'm saying? And families and friends and so on too as well. You know what I'm saying? We can't. I mean, we have to protect, our families. Pencil County deputies involvement in a shooting in a sheriff's office says, "Wow, breaking news! WFLA8 on the your side as a grown head of the scene of the learn more about details." Let's see what's going on here. It's got to be something going on here. A Pinellas County, Florida. According to the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, a deputy was involved in a shooting at the 66371 6th Avenue on Sunday night, which is today. WNE8 is on the outside. Has the crew head to the scene to learn more about the details. So again, when a police officer involved shooting, they have to investigate. That's when uh, the eternal affairs come in. You know what I'm saying? So they have to investigate. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that the shooting was legit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the police officer would have to go on ongoing evaluation and speak to investigators. You know what I'm saying? And see if the shooting was justified in the court of law in the actual by the books. Sometimes you don't expect a suspect. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of nowhere. Sometimes a suspect will have his hand on his hip and everything else and stuff. You can't tell if he has a weapon, or if he has a knife or a taser or any type of weapon on him. So I mean, that's what you have to be careful about. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it could be tricky. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think twice before you pull your gun. You know what I'm saying? So think twice. You know what I'm saying? Before you do it, because that could get you in a lot of trouble. You know what I'm saying? So, but always make sure. I mean, you take out your taser first, and you tell you can pull your gun first and say, hey, look, I want you to drop your weapon. You know what I'm saying? And if it doesn't comply within 3 or 4 times, then you put your gun away, and that's why you got a taser for. You know what I'm saying? So you can actually tase them too as well, because I mean, it's kind of tricky. You know what I'm saying? With these things. And I learned a lot off of this because my uncle was a police commissioner, Narrow Farias, before he passed away. God bless his soul. And he told me a lot about it. You know what I'm saying? How these things work. You know what I'm saying? It's tricky. You know what I'm saying? And this is why they send you to the police academy for training. So I mean, a lot of cops, got in trouble because of shooting somebody and shooting somebody, and they think, oh, maybe I'm going to get it unjustified. No, I mean, you shot it on, just like the car race up at Airport Road there was a race over there. The cop shot the guy, shot the kid, and and it wasn't unjustified. You know what I'm saying? The kid didn't even have a weapon. The kid wasn't even trying to take off. Matter of fact, the kid didn't even speak any English at all, and he was trying to tell the cop, "Look, I want to comply." You know what I'm saying? And the cop didn't understand him, I guess, and then shot him. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, a couple of transmissions went into the Fall River Police Department at that point in time. I mean, that was that was something that was something. You know what I'm saying? But the police officer got in trouble for it, and ended up on charges because of it. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, you know, if you're a police officer and you pull somebody over and you can't understand what he's saying, we have interpreters, okay, that would come out. We have sergeants that are interpreters. We have investigators that are interpreters that would come out and speak the man's language, okay. So I mean, it's it's easy. I mean, you just don't. Again, you don't take the necessary steps until after. But I mean, some police officers out there, they wanna they want to put a stripe on their shirt. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and that's bad. You know what I'm saying? So don't be in a hurry to put a stripe on your shirt, because it's nuts. Uh, but again, getting back to the Kennedy Park. Kennedy Park. I mean, we can use park police like we had before, so we can, and it's easy. You know what I'm saying? So we can use park police like before. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, let me see here, man. This is I'm not gonna get into any of this nonsense. When I'm talking about my city, so yeah, it's awful. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Hartford man killed after urban crash. Wow, look at that, huh? Super, huh? Look at that accident. Jesus, man. A lot of accidents. A lot of accidents going on here lately. Caught on camera, a thief steals six supports cars from dealership in 40 seconds. Wow. Caught on camera, theft steals six sports cars from dealership in 40 seconds. Imagine that, huh? Caught on camera. Look at that, huh? Wow. Sports cars, in 40 seconds. My God, this guy's crazy. Holy moly. Yeah. Gallery UFO sighting. Sports across the mountains in west region. Come on, yeah, those ain't UFOs. Those are planes. Oh my God, people UFOs. uh, puppy thrown off a bridge with a month tape shuts a rudeness with his survivor. Oh my God! I mean, people just throw puppies off a bridge and everything. Come on, man, dogs. Oh my God! The Bishop Conley School on Ellsbury Street will be shutting down at the end of the year too. So I mean, I haven't heard any more. Bishop Stang will be taking these kids and to Bishop Stang, and but the thing is, Sir is going to have to put that that number 9 express bus on back on the road again, because I mean, how's these kids going to go to school? You know what I'm saying? So so how's these kids are going to go to school if they're going to go to Bishop Stang in Dartmouth? You know what I'm saying? So Bishop Stang is a great school in Dartmouth. It's the same thing with Bishop Conley School. I remember, Bishop Conley. They used to hold the Hilltoppers over there, football team, and the Hilltoppers. They used to have the football team over there, and football team used to challenge Durfee High School at that point. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, but Bishop Stang, Dartmouth is going to, hoping that, they're doing their registrations at the end of the year. So hope that they take these kids from Bishop Conley and bring them up to Dartmouth to Bishop Stang. So I mean, that would be actually very nice for them to do up there. So um, okay, these tenants are left a huge mess when moving out. So ex-landlord dumps trash all over the place. Oh my good lord. What is this? What is wrong with these people, man, in this world? Oh, these tenants left a huge mess when moving out. So ex-landlord dumps it in front of a new home. By a post of landlords have to deal with the best and worst and tenants. Most of them are respectful, paying their rent on time. Then there are the ones who leave a mess, get rude, and forget to pay the rent. Thomas Ravaux of Rosie Shore, Syria, and Asian France had to deal with some rude tenants who refuses to pay their rent for over a year. Wow. This is a French landlord tenant left behind and a massive mess when they finally left the rental unit, found everything in front of an empty box to a dirty litter box and had enough. Well, good. If you're gonna move out, I mean, at least clean up. You know what I'm saying? Clean up the mess and do not leave your stuff hanging around. And I mean, that's not right. The landlord could charge you. Your former landlord could charge you. Uh, you know, um, Rent money if he really wanted to, but instead he took the dump truck and dumped it back in front of the house. Wow, wow! Here is a clean out of all the tenants and mess and loading into a dump truck when he loaded into a dump truck. Oh my God, he dumped it right in front of their house. Oh my good Lord, entire dump truck containing their porches, nothing was left behind. The spill of wow. Yeah, he dumped it there. It was actually being nice to return all their stuff to them. Only problem was they weren't expecting it. That is crazy. Oh my God! Dumped all the all this stuff in front of the house. Wow. Good. I mean, you're not supposed to leave your stuff. You know what I'm saying, in front of the house. You know what I'm saying, you're not supposed to do that one bit. You know what I'm saying. So let's see if there's any comments on anything here right now. So, Marie Pereira, Dave, hi, how you doing? Thank you for watching, Marie Perez. What's good? Nothing. Just doing my podcasts. Just doing my show. Yeah, I mean, it's a it's a you can't do that though. I mean, it's you can't go around leaving a mess and then decide to leave a mess and move around to everybody else's property. So Well, more details on a man arrested in 3 submitted counties in killing. Whoa, let's see what's going on with this. Um, uh, um, no, I don't. Let me see this. Okay, well, all right. I don't want to. I can't play videos yet. So until I get monetized, a murderer arrested was made in connection with a shooting in Rusky. Wow. Hillbrook County Sheriff's Office HCSO arrested John Ken, 56, in connection with a shooting on March 10th, leaving one person dead. Yeah, there it is, right there. So I mean, it's crazy, with these things. U.S. Post Office plans to buy 9,250 even for development vehicles. So I mean, yeah. So there's a pretty much a lot going on. It's pretty much going on. A lot. And I also want to recognize my son Jacob. He has he likes to play games, on a video on live on YouTube. Please go to Crazy Jake 316. Go watch him play. Play his games. He loves to do that. So please watch him. Go to the subscribe to his YouTube channel, and he gets games. People to want to subscribe to his YouTube channel and watch him play his games. An Amber Alert, breaking news. An Amber Alert is issued for a child missing from West Hill, Ohio. Wow. Okay, let's see what this is about. Let's see if we can find this. An Amber Alert was issued for a child missing from White Hill, Ohio, to be on the lookout for a bunch of abandoned child on March 12, 2023 at 5:15 p.m. A child was playing in the front yard and was taken by a female in order to model dark blue Ford Explorer. The incident took place in Franklin County, Ohio on 967 Elia Road in the city, withholding 43213. That was the license number, but the child's name is Hayden Rodrigo, and individuals is missing the child for Hispanic male, age 3. Age 3 is 303 tall, weight 335, and has brown hair and brown eyes. Last seen wearing a hiking pants and light blue t-shirt with no coats. The vehicle is involved in a dark blue black 2001 Ford Explorer with a Ohio plate number JZS6176. Vehicle is a dark blue black color older model Ford Explorer. Call of dial 911 if you've seen this child, the vehicle. You can also call 1-800-877 HO 1-877-262-3764 or 911. You will be transferred directly to the investigating law enforcement agencies to hear the alert information. The child may be in a 2001 dark blue black Ford Explorer with the Ohio license plate JZS6176. For additional information, please visit https://www.missinglink kid.org post an amber of 3,180 screens. You have more information, then please contact the Whitehall Police Department at 877-262-3764 or call 911. That would be your best bet, because by the time you get into the police, by the time you get into there, you'll be they'll be gone. So the best bet would be the 911 thing. You know what I'm saying? So, and the alert was issued while police departments are obtaining for National Center of Missing and Exploited Children on 03/12/20. Well, it's this year, so I got it. So there it is. Idaho, Pennsylvania. Expect locations of hitting to privacy. So Ohio, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. These things here. Let's see here. I mean, these things here are, like Ohio and stuff like that, and Cynic, India. I mean, it's Pennsylvania. I've been in Pittsburgh a lot. I mean, so you can actually hide in these areas. So, and if anybody lives in Pittsburgh, or if anybody lives in Idaho, India, or Pennsylvania, or Idaho, and if they see that individual, please contact your local public safety law enforcement Amber Alert, and you can call the you can dial the 911 number and contact them, because it's sad when you have children disappearing, and sometimes you find them, sometimes you don't find them, and that's that would break anybody's heart. You know what I'm saying? So the incident took place in Franklin County, Ohio, on 967 Alien Road in the city, with Helling 43213. So, but if you see this individual, please contact police. They could be anywhere in these in India, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Pittsburgh. So, or the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. So, but that's all. But with that being said, if you do, just contact police. Okay, let's see here. I want to see if there's any weather change, because it's already 8:30. My time's up. My show, this is the longest one I ever did. It's today's 36, cloudy, highs 45, lows 31s. Cloudy conditions tonight continue throughout the morning. Windy, gusts are up to 11 miles an hour. Now, tonight is 31, 45. Monday, 33, 46. Tuesday, rain, 34, 43. Wednesday, it'll be windy, 32, 42. Thursday, sunny, 30 in the 50s. Fridays, 33, 52. Saturdays, pre-shower, 38, 42. Cloudy, sunny. Sunday, cloudy, 31, 43. Mondays, 27, 44. Tuesdays, the sun, 29, 47. 40 is good. Air quality index is 40, which is similar to yesterday and about this time. So, but that's your weather again for tonight. Because it changed. That's your weather again for tonight from the David Meade Show. I premiere I premiere on Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 7 p.m. And today I was told, hey, you can do your show on a Sunday if you like. So I did my show on a Sunday. I was supposed to start at 6:45, but kind of was looking up and see what else I can find in the meantime. So I just want to let everybody know thank you for watching my show. I'm looking for at least 400 to 1,000 subscribers so I can get my show monetized. I also have a Fall River Media News Facebook page. You can go on there and you can listen to the replays of my shows there, and also you can go on the David Meade Show and on YouTube, my YouTube channel, and listen to my show, listen to my replays on there. So, and I give you all the exclusives, whether I'm trying to give you sports too as well. I'm working on that, so bear with me a little bit. So I just want to tell everybody, be safe out there tomorrow, and just beware of scammers that are collecting money for the little, from that little child that's now 11 years old. He's free from cancer, and do not give money to the ones in a white shirt that hang out next to Burger King, because do not do that. Because do not give them money. They're scammers too. And I learned a lot this past week. So, and I'll bring you more exclusives on, and I'll bring you more exclusives on what's going on here in the city of Fall River, Somerset, Swansea, Westport, and New Bedford, the surrounding cities, because it's pretty bad. You know what I'm saying, when you have to go around scamming little children and stealing money and collecting money, saying that they have cancer and everything, and it's sad. People like that. People like that. There's a place, I would say, in hell for them. So, so. But take care, everybody. Have a good night. I hope these people get caught and be put in jail as possible. Even the one that kicked that disability guy, the one that was in a wheelchair, that kicked him down to the ground and stole his money. So I hope they're caught and they be held accountable for their actions. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. This is the David Meade Show. I'm always the host of this show. Please go and like my page, my Fall River Media page, Facebook, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, I'm looking for either 4,000 subscribers or 1,000, so I can get monetized and I can keep these videos going out there as well. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. You guys are great. And if I get any alerts, I'll put them out there for you, so that way you can be safe on the street. So take care, everybody. Have a great night.